There are some people who absolutely should not move to the Augusta, Georgia area. So I'm going to be honest with you because Augusta is not for everyone. So if you're planning to move to the Augusta, Georgia area because maybe you're changing jobs, you're retiring, or if you're simply moving for a change of scenery, you're definitely going to want to see this video first because in today's video, I'm going to give you 10 things we encounter here in the Augusta, Georgia area, which some of these things you may not even know about. Then you can discover if Augusta is a good fit for you, and all of that is coming up just for you right after this. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn about what it's like to live in the Augusta, Georgia and the surrounding area, then you definitely have come to the right place. And if you're returning to the channel, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, now is the perfect time to subscribe. So go ahead, subscribe below, tap the bell for notifications so you can be notified every time we upload video about living here in the Augusta, Georgia area. I'm Delresa Rollerson, Augusta Certified Relocation Specialist, and welcome to the original Living in Augusta, Georgia channel. Here we specialize specifically in assisting people relocating literally from all over the world, relocating here to the Augusta, Georgia area. So if you're thinking about making your move to Augusta, whether it's in 9 days, 90 days, 9 months, 2 years, much later, it doesn't matter. Give us a call, shoot us a text or an email, or better yet, go ahead and schedule Zoom at the link below in the comments, and I'll be happy to make the move as smooth as possible for you. I will personally create a customized relocation plan just for you to help you get moving here to the Augusta, Georgia area. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 things we experience here in the Augusta, Georgia area. And honestly, these things may really make you want to reconsider moving here, or it may make you want to move sooner rather than later. Oh, and make sure you stay until the end because the last one that I'm going to share with you, most people don't really know about this one because they really don't experience this one until after they move here. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing on the list are our roads. So the infrastructure here is really different. We have smaller roads, so we have 2-lane roads. There's a lot of construction to keep up with the growth here. Our infrastructure here is good. However, you've got roads with the ditches on the side. They're winding roads with a lot of turns. They go up and down the hills. So a lot of people moving from out of state, from different parts of the world, they consider these to be back roads. We don't have lights on a lot of our roads. And then we do have roads that are under construction because our area is really growing here. I have been here since 2015, so I've literally been here to be 10 years next year, and there have been construction going on since I moved here. So that's just to show you one of the things that you will definitely have to deal with relocating here to the area is our growing roads and also our roads that are not growing. They are smaller roads, they're 2-lane roads, so you're not going to have the super large expressways. You're not going to have a lot of streets with a lot of wide lanes. So then when we talk about the infrastructure, that leads me to number 2, which is basically our expressways. So the driving on our expressways is really fast. So a lot of different areas, you do have speed limits of like 55 in different states. Our speed limit is, you up with traffic. If you're going about 80 to 85, you're keeping up with traffic here. Our drivers are courteous, so I always tell you they will kill you with kindness here in our area. However, when you drive on our expressways, do not expect to come on our expressways driving 50 or 55 miles per hour because otherwise you will definitely be in the way and you will be causing a hazard. So when you're driving here in the Augusta, Georgia area, be prepared on the expressways to, we kind of move when it comes to driving here on the expressway here in Augusta. So then the next one on the list is our climate. So although the winters here in Augusta, in my opinion, are really mild, well, it's in the winter time, like it's around 35 degrees. For me, that's mild coming from the Midwest. But for the summer, let me tell you, you really need to reconsider Augusta if you cannot take the heat because the summers in Augusta is hot. It's hot, it's humid, it's muggy, it's heavy, and the sun shines in a different kind of way here compared to where I was raised. The humidity for me is really good for our skin because you stay moisturized. However, but for hair maintenance, I have braids because it's not good on our hair. I mean, your hair stays poofy. So as soon as you get your hair done, you walk outside of the beauty shop and your hair is poofy. So if you are in a natural state like myself, you're gonna probably wanna wear weave. You're gonna probably wanna wear a weave or sew-in or braids or just go natural because it is going to be an entirely different type of experience with the heat here because the humidity is extremely heavy and thick here in the Augusta, Georgia area. So if you have respiratory issues, if you have asthma, you may want to seriously reconsider relocating to the area if you're the type of person who spends a lot of time outside, because during the summer it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, and our hottest part is like July and August. So the next one on the list for us is our educational system. So overall in Georgia, the quality of our public schools, it really can vary. And some of the schools in Georgia just may not meet the expectations of some of you there. But here in our area, we have two counties. We've got Richmond County and Columbia County. So for Richmond County, it's a larger number of the schools in the district. They're rated below average, and the school quality receiving an overall grade of a C. Now that's based upon greatschools.org. So for Columbia County, a larger number of our schools in this district, they're rated above average, and so the school quality receiving an overall grade of an A based upon the greatschools.org. And so we're on the top 20 list for Columbia County. So that puts us on the high end, but we're not amongst the top 3. But we're amongst the top 20 list for Columbia County. So that's something you may really want to keep in mind if you have children that are in school, and you may want to reconsider moving to the Augusta, Georgia area. So just so you know, we've got the two counties, Richmond County and also Columbia County. So do your research on both of those counties and compare the two. But a lot of our people who have children, they will gravitate to Columbia County just basically because of the higher ratings that we have here in Columbia County. So another reason why you may want to reconsider relocating to the Augusta, Georgia area is our healthcare access. Because wherever you are, if you're in Augusta, Grovetown, Hesaba, Evans, you are literally about 30 minutes from the medical district. I don't know how it pans out that way, but really wherever you are, unless you're in the downtown area, you're about 20 to 30 minutes from the closest hospital, which is our medical district. So that's something, if you need to be near a hospital in a matter of minutes, you may seriously want to reconsider relocating to the Augusta, Georgia area, or move downtown Augusta, or wait until 2025, because in 2025 we will have another hospital that is currently being built in Grovetown. So there will be a hospital in Grovetown, but right now we just have urgent care centers that are in the communities, but we do not have a hospital that is in the community. All of the hospitals are located in the medical district, which is a nice little ride when you have an emergency that's going on and when you're in need of medical care right away. So the next one on the list is that in the Augusta, Georgia area, this is really a transient area. We really have a high turnover of residents due to the military, the medical district, the university. We got Plant Vogel, just really to name a few. So people are constantly moving in and out of the area. So this can definitely affect the availability of properties, both our rentals and our sales. So this is actually one of the reasons why I often tell you guys here on the channel, our area is unique, you guys. So we have several variables affecting our housing. So when you're ready to buy here, it's not like several other areas in the nation. So our houses come on the market and they go quickly. So if you receive a list of homes from me, so you probably notice how quickly the houses come and go off the market. And if you haven't received the list, reach out to me, because I can go ahead, I can send you a list of updated properties that we have on the inventory here that's on the market. I'll send it over to you, and it's actually more accurate than like Zillow and Trulia because it's up to the second list. So for those of you who have been on the channel before, remember I was mentioning to you that back in 2020, Forbes magazine recognized Evans, Georgia as the #1 best place to live in the U.S. Now, since then, we've seen an increase of our population. It's really been growing here. So that's going to bring me to my next point, which is the real estate market. So with the growth here that we've experienced in our area, it's definitely affecting our cost of our housing. So over the past 12 months, I've really seen a difference with our prices and with our inventory here. Our real estate market is different here, you all. I cannot reiterate that enough. Augusta is really different when compared to other places in the nation. I'll be happy to talk to you about that further in detail. When you reach out to me, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, an email, talk to me about it on the Zoom. You can schedule a Zoom at the link below. Definitely, let's talk about it, because if you do decide to buy here, you're definitely going to benefit from having a local real estate expert like myself by your side to really navigate you through our market that is really unique here. So with that being said, that brings me to number 8. You may really want to reconsider moving to the Augusta, Georgia area if you want like a tiny home with not a lot of land. So we do have nice sized lots here. So if you don't like grass, we have generally a lot of our properties are on a quarter of an acre, even our master plan communities. So if you don't want grass, if you don't want a spacious yard and you're wanting a larger home, then the Augusta, Georgia area may not be for you, because our nice size homes, for the most part, we have spacious yards. So that's one of the things that you will have to deal with here, because of course, a spacious yard means that you're gonna have to maintain that yard, and that means that you're gonna have to either cut the grass on a regular basis, or you're gonna have to pay someone to take care of the grass for you. So that's something that you're wanting. You're wanting a large house, but you don't want the large yard. You may really want to reconsider moving to our area, or you may want to look into the areas here. We can assist you with that. We do have areas where we have homes on smaller lots that can accommodate those who don't want a lot of yards. I appreciate you all sticking in for this list. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, press the bell down below so you can be notified every time I upload video, because this is the type of information that I share here on this channel. I really want to make sure that I'm helping to eliminate as much stress as possible for those who are deciding to relocate to the Augusta, Georgia area. So let's get back to the list. So the next one on the list is access to a major airport, or should I say lack of access to a major airport, because we do have Augusta Regional, which is in Augusta. It's our smaller airport. You've got a lot of connecting flights there. American does come there, but you've got connecting flights. We also have Daniel Field, which is where several of our private planes will fly in and out of. But as far as getting on a major airline, you are normally wanting a direct flight, then normally you are going to have to fly out of our Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, which is 2.5 hours from here, or either you can fly out of Charlotte, which that's about 2 hours and 40 minutes or so. So Charlotte, North Carolina, you can fly out of their airport. That's convenient. Well, just almost about the same as Atlanta. Atlanta's about 2.5 hours, and Charlotte is about 2 hours and about 40 minutes or so. That's something you'll definitely have to deal with. So if you fly out a lot, you definitely may want to reconsider relocating to the Augusta, Georgia area if you need those direct flights on a regular basis from a major airport. So before we go to the bonus, number 10 on the list is limited city life and entertainment. So for some of you all, although we have several golf courses, we've got year-round festivals that I really love taking my family to, the rivers and the lakes. Like, I like outdoor activities, the water sports, boating and all of that. But for those moving from bigger cities like, say, New York, Chicago, Houston, you guys are DC, you all are accustomed to a large metropolitan area with a plethora of options and choices. So we do have like our performing arts center, we've got our outdoor activities, but those things, we got our festivals, but those things may not be enough for you. So if you're the type of person that you love clubbing, you like to go out maybe 3 weekends a month, you like a lot of activity, you like the big concerts, then you may seriously want to reconsider moving here to the Augusta, Georgia area, because you will have entertainment here. However, it's not on that scale like the larger metropolitan areas. So that's something to really seriously reconsider. I really want to make sure when you guys, if you decide to relocate here to the Augusta, Georgia area, I want to make sure you're happy with everything that you have, with what we have to offer here in the Augusta, Georgia area for you and your family. Now, those are the 10 items, but we made it to the bonus. Remember, I told you to stay until the end because I have a bonus. So I'm going to put you in on a secret. There is professional Southern hospitality. Let me tell you what that means. So that means when you're sending an email, when you're sending a text message, when you are talking to someone, whether by phone or Zoom, it is so different here, because the people here, as they say, they kind of chew the fat before they get down to business. And me, coming from the Midwest, I have a tendency to go straight for the jugular and just really talk about business. But even for me, after being here for almost 10 years, I have to remember, you know, to show concern about the people, because people will talk about their families, they'll talk about their dogs. So I had a builder that I was doing a transaction with a while ago, and unfortunately his dog died during our transaction. And before we even took care of any business for my client, we talked about his dog, we talked about his feelings, and we talked about how that was affecting him. I've had a dog to pass, so I totally understood. I love my dog, my current dog. I'm a dog person, so I get it. So I was able to connect with him and talk to him about that. But that's really common here. It's normal here. People will talk about their personal business before they get to business. They will talk about how they're feeling. So if you are the type of person and you do not want to share your concerns of others with others, then you may want to reconsider moving to the Augusta, Georgia area, because you are not going to be comfortable here. Because even when we take care of business, We are into relationships here. We talk about what's going on in people's lives. It's really relationship based more so than transactional here in the Augusta, Georgia area. So that's the bonus, and you wouldn't know about that until you move here and you start dealing with people on the professional level here in the Augusta, Georgia area. Honestly, you guys, lots of people like myself can handle all the things that I mentioned, but comment down below if you're one of those who can handle the things. But worst thing about moving to Augusta, let me tell you, it's moving to the wrong area, or it's moving to one that doesn't fit your lifestyle. So you've got to figure out what's the best fit for you and your family, where you need to be close to, what areas you prefer, and what you enjoy. That's where we'll come in and we'll help you discover, really, I'll help you discover areas that you probably haven't even heard of, because there's absolutely no way I could put everything on the channel. So if you're ready to reach out, give us a call, send us a text, an email, schedule a Zoom down in the link below. We've got you covered. We're moving to the Augusta, Georgia area. Once again, I'm Delresa Rollerson, Augusta's relocation specialist, and I'll be honored to assist you and your family if Augusta is a good fit for you guys. And see you in the next video.